Do you want to know what energies are surrounding you during this full moon in Sagittarius? Then keep watching because this is the in-depth, spooky, timeless tarot reading meant just for you. Hello trick-or-treaters and welcome back to my channel TrickrTreatTarot, where it is spooky season all year long. If you like Halloween or Samhain, then this is definitely the channel for you, where I do spooky themed tarot pick a card readings and other spiritual related videos just like this one. So if that's your jam, make sure that you give this video a big thumbs up. Please do consider subscribing to the channel, and while you are subscribing, make sure you hit that post bell notification button so you stay updated and you do not miss out when I post new spooktacular videos just like this one. Alright, you guys, so we are back again with another full moon forecast. Okay, so this is a collective reading, just like we do for all of our full moon, new moon readings. No surprise there. Unless you're new here, then hi, how are you? Comment down below, let me know. We're going to go ahead and we're going to get into it, you guys. I'm going to have the timestamps in the description box as well as in the pinned comment section down below. The timestamps are going to categorize the astrological forecast, where I'm just going to kind of do a basic rundown, talk about kind of some of the astrological energies, very basic energies, very general forecast for the astrologies. And then we're gonna have the timestamps for the collective shuffling, where I'm gonna shuffle all my decks here. You guys know I love to do that on camera so you can see the magic happen. And then we are going to get into the collective message, right? So this isn't a pick a card, this is a collective message, as the astrological energies in the cosmos affect all of us as a whole on a global and universal scale. So this is for you, this is for me, this is for everyone watching this reading. Also then, make sure you watch all the way to the end, because afterwards we are getting into a charm cast. I know a lot of you guys really enjoy watching the charm casting, so make sure you stick around to the end, because we're going to pull out the charm board and we're going to do a full charm cast as well to get a little bit more identification and clarification on the energies that are surrounding all of us during this full moon in Sagittarius, transitioning into Capricorn. Okay, now, with all that being said, we're going to get into it, you guys. We're going to start with our astrological forecast. So let's go ahead and talk about what these energies mean for us a little bit. So this is a full moon in Sagittarius, so we are definitely going to be feeling ourselves. We're going to be feeling ourselves during this time. We're going to feel like we want to try something new, right? We're going to want to have new experiences. We're going to want to try some experimentation, doing something new. We're definitely going to have a desire maybe to learn something new as well. So maybe to take a class. This could be an online course, or maybe go to a local workshop that's in your area. This could be something like that as well. But I do feel that a lot of us are going to want to expand in some kind of a way. This could be an expansion through some kind of experience, or an expansion through some kind of lesson or workshop, taking some kind of course. This could also be expansion through religion, maybe wanting to experience someone else's religion, or also traveling. A lot of you guys might be itching to travel during this time, and this could be as simple as just traveling to a different city maybe you haven't been before, or traveling right across countries, across the globe, to a whole new civilization. You know, it's going to be different for everyone, but we're definitely going to be feeling the energies of wanting to travel, wanting to learn, wanting to grow, wanting to have new experiences. There's going to be a sense of freedom that's going to come about us, where maybe we're going to feel stifled. We're going to feel bored in our regular lives and with our regular routines, and we're going to have a strong desire to want to mix it up. Okay, this is Sagittarius energy. Sagittarius is the centaur, right? Running, a horse running through the woods. Imagine that. That's the freedom energy that you're looking for. You want to just feel the wind in your hair. You want to really do something, be active. There's a sense of wanting to be active, maybe even spend time in nature, in the wilderness, or with animals. Sagittarius is also fire energy, which we all know fire energy cannot be tamed. So it's definitely about just following your emotions, following your wants, your desires, and just going after it. You know, Sagittarius is also, right, displayed by the bow and arrows, because when Sagittarius sets his sights on something, he gets it, okay? He gets it, okay? So that's it on period. So you guys are definitely going to want to achieve whatever it is that you are setting your goals during this time. So if you set a goal to do something, better believe you will be achieving that, okay? Also remember that Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, which is all about expansion. We're probably going to be feeling happy. We're going to be feeling happier during this time as well. There's a lot of optimism that is surrounded with the planet of Jupiter, as well as abundance and prosperity. So you guys are probably just going to feel a bit more optimistic than usual. You're probably going to feel like you can take on the world. You're going to feel like you could do more things. Maybe a stronger sense of self-confidence and self-esteem is going to come over us as well. And we're going to want to, right, learn more, do more, feel more, experience more things, have new experiences, try something new. Definitely that's the energy that's going to be here. Maybe even meeting new people, or want to make new connections. That sort of thing is very possible to start to happen as well. And also with this being 9th house energy, this could also be represented in a sort of philosophical sense, as well as wanting to expand your mind in a philosophical way. So wanting to understand things from a new perspective, wanting to understand maybe new cultures or new religions, new ways of thinking, new schools of philosophy as well, something that could help, or maybe something that might interest you during this time of the full moon in Sagittarius. Now with this transitioning into Capricorn, we're kind of going to collect all those energies we just talked about, and there is a strong possibility, because this full moon's transitioning into Capricorn. Capricorn is all about work. So there's a strong essence of all this energy kind of collecting it and then focusing it on work, okay? On how this could help you with work. Capricorn is 10th house energy, which is all about our career, our work ethic, you know, our job, that sort of thing. So maybe going away for work, or figuring out maybe a wanting, oh, this could be trouble for some people, wanting a new job, because Sagittarius is that freedom energy. So if you find that you feel bored or stifled in your current job, that there is going to be a want or a need or a desire to get a new job, to start something new, to start something fresh, maybe even to try to spark some sort of change in your current job. Maybe this could be growth, okay, change in positions, or maybe even transferring to a new location, wanting to change scenery, something like that. But this could definitely be correlated to your work in some sort of way, wanting to maybe take a course, take a new class, or learn something new that can help benefit you in an area or a field that you would like to work on as a career developmental field for you. So maybe this could be going back to school or taking some extracurricular classes to help you with your current schooling that you're doing right now, to further your career. Okay, so those are some other things that could potentially be happening as well, because Capricorn is again 10th house energy. It is also ruled by Saturn, which is the complete opposite of Jupiter. In essence, it is a pessimistic, really difficult planet. It's a very challenging planet that makes you feel stifled and stuck. So there's definitely probably going to be conflicting interests that could arise as well. And perhaps during this time, you're going to find that there's a need to solidify some sort of balance in your life. Okay, so wanting to balance out, you know, the positive fields with the negative fields, the wants and the desires versus the practicality, because Capricorn is an earth sign by nature, and it is very grounded in reality and practicality, and wanting to do something that is actually believable or obtainable per se, as where Sagittarius is more of like, I just want to do what I want to do, and I'm going to reach for the stars, and I think I can do anything, you know? So there's kind of that mix and match of emotions there, which is really just going to call us to be more level-headed, more balanced. So don't be surprised if you find that you're fighting with yourself a little bit of wanting to do something versus needing to do something, okay? So that's just some of the energies that are surrounding us during this astrological forecast of this full moon in Sagittarius transitioning into Capricorn. So try to just utilize the energies of the free-flowing Sagittarius and try to identify how you can implement that energy into your work style or your career life, because I feel that is where you're going to really find the mesh, the mold, the balance, and that's how you can really benefit from the energies during this full moon, okay? But with all that being said, we're going to get into the cards, okay? And that's really going to help bring about a lot of clarity and perhaps help us understand the energies as well and how we could further utilize them for our benefit, okay? So I'm going to get into all the shuffling now. If you don't want to see the shuffling, timestamps are below. You can skip straight to your message. If you do want to see the shuffling though, then just keep watching because that's what we're doing right now. Alright, boos and ghouls and witchy souls, and welcome to your collective reading, all about the energies that are surrounding us during this full moon in Sagittarius transitioning into Capricorn. So let's go ahead and get into it, you guys, and see what the cards have to say. Okay, so we have Page of Cups. Interesting. Ace of Pentacles. Interesting. And the Six of Swords, not surprising. Okay. So Page of Cups energy is all about newness, right? This card is giving me new energy. The page we know is all about newness, trying new things, new energies, fresh starts, new beginnings, as is the ace, new beginnings, fresh starts, new energy. So there's a lot of newness happening here. This is part of wanting to have new experiences. Part of this, with this being a pentacle, is about new work experiences, wanting to start a new job, wanting to start a new career, wanting to find a new way to make money. You perhaps have an idea or several ideas that you feel could help you make money or that could be profitable in some kind of a materialistic way. So this full moon energy is definitely bringing about a sense of entrepreneurship, I do believe. And with the Page of Cups being here too, there is also a desire for new connections, new relationships, and meeting new people. This could be in the form of friendships or romantic relationships as well, but there is a strong desire not only for entrepreneurship and to pursue new work endeavors, but also a strong desire to meet new people and to pursue new relationships as well. Now, with the Six of Swords coming in here, again, this card's not surprising because we understand that Sagittarius, Jupiter, 9th house energy is all about traveling, wanting to travel for the sake of having new experiences and expanding the mind and expanding your culture and your religious beliefs, okay? So we are seeing here that the Six of Swords is all about travel. This could again be about you wanting to travel, wanting to have some kind of new experience. This is also talking about some kind of transition that you might feel that you are going through at this time. Again, leaving behind something that you're bored with, something that's not servicing you. Excuse me. leaving behind something that you're bored with, something that's not servicing you, and then being able to perhaps start something fresh, start something new, start something that's going to be more fruitful for you, something that's going to feel more something that's going to make you feel more at peace, more fulfilled. I think there's a part of you that's questioning, you know, all the things that you're doing now, the job that you're working now. Is it making you feel fulfilled? Is it fulfilling some void in your life? The relationships that you're in, are they fulfilling for you? Do they make you feel emotionally fulfilled? Is your job making you feel financially fulfilled? If the answer is no, then this full moon, it's all about transitioning into a new space that's going to make you feel more fulfilled, because Sagittarius energy is all about chasing that fulfillment, chasing that joy, that happiness, that optimism, that high, right? Really, that's what it's about. It's about chasing this high of making sure that like everything is perfect, everything's as it's supposed to be, everything is as you want it to be. So when you start to realize that things aren't exactly that right now in your current situation, you're going to start to figure out or try to come up with a plan as to how you can transition into a sort of a way of living that is more fulfilling for you, okay? And we have the disguise, okay? The disguise coming in here. So for some of you guys during this time, you're going to, I think, open up more. Open up more about yourself. I think a lot of the times we wear masks, and not on purpose. This could be unintentionally. We wear masks because we feel that we have to present ourselves a certain way to society in order to uphold some standards that we feel the world is watching us, right? That we have some kind of responsibility to present ourselves a certain way because anything else would be deviant, right? So we feel we have to conform. So there is a strong sense of wanting to break away from the conformity. There is a sense of wanting to rediscover who you are as a person, as an individual, and not only just discover that for yourself, but express that so everybody else can see that as well. The Sagittarius energy is an animalistic energy, and the animal does not apologize for being an animal. So there is, again, a strong desire here for you to want to express yourself, your creativity, your sensuality, your sexuality, your identity, your uniqueness, okay, who you are as a person and what that entails, what that brings to the table. So there's definitely, I see you breaking out of the molds of the stereotypes that society has placed upon you, and being sort of trying to find a sense of freedom, really trying to find yourself and express yourself as a way to feel more free, because that freedom energy, right, running with the wind in your hair, that freedom energy is going to bring about a sense of fulfillment, and that's all that we see that you're looking for during this time. Part of that could be the relationships that you're in. Are you in relationships where the other person does not even know who you really are? Is it a relationship that you feel you are supposed to be in from societal standards? Is it a relationship that you feel stuffed in, that you feel, right, chained in? Then you have to break free from that cage. Likewise, is it a job? Is it a job that you feel you are not allowed to express yourself or your identity in? You can't have tattoos or piercings or colored hair. You can't, you know, because there's a lot of judgment. So are you feeling judged in your relationships? Are you feeling judged in your work environment? If you feel judged, you are going to feel that you have to leave. And honestly, I kind of encourage that, because we shouldn't be judged. We shouldn't feel judged at all, because when other people judge us is when we start to judge ourselves. And there is no room for judgment in the full moon of Sagittarius. So it's time to let go of the judgments of others and the judgments of ourselves. And it's time to surround ourselves in an environment that is accepting of who we are and all of our animalistic behavior, all of our natural beauty, okay? Let's keep going, you guys. We have the scarab. The scarab beetle says abundance is upon you. The scarab beetle says when you chase freedom, freedom runs back. Freedom runs towards you as you run towards freedom, and sooner or later you will be in each other's arms, okay? So understand that you will have abundance and you will be prosperous. So do not be afraid of the change that occurs with Sagittarius energy. Do not be afraid of self-acceptance and exploration, because you will find that you are more fulfilled and you are abundant, not only financially, but emotionally, okay? Abundance in emotional fulfillment and abundance in financial fulfillment. The scarab beetle is here to protect you and here to affirm that you are where you're supposed to be. You should feel free. You should feel you. You should be able to express yourself, okay? The sun card comes through, okay? All about creativity, all about individuality, all about that Leo energy, okay? Vitality energy. So the sun is shining down on you as the moon is a reflection of the sun and the light that beams from it. So understand that this sun is radiating you. It's allowing you to find yourself. It's allowing you to express yourself in creative ways. Perhaps this new job opportunity that will come to you will be a creative opportunity. So maybe some of you guys are artists. Maybe some of you guys are poets, singers, writers, dancers, whatever your artistic medium is. Understand that there is potential for success and abundance in this field. You just have to be able to trust yourself and to trust the change that's coming and to pursue that direction and to pursue that change, because it is positive for you and you have to stay in that positive natural energy. I'm feeling called to pick one more of these. The elixir, okay? The elixir. So the elixir is all about transformation, alchemical energy, you guys. So again, manifestation, taking something that is an idea and bringing it forth into your reality. So this is also a strong time for manifestation. So for some of you guys who have been wanting to make change, or who have been wanting for change to happen, the energy is right in this bubble now to allow this change to take place. You will have to make the moves though, right? It's not going to happen by itself. You have to be the catalyst to create the change that you want to see in your own life, okay? It's based on your own decisions and your own choices that's going to create your perception of yourself in the world around you. We also have Jupiter return benefits. Okay, Jupiter. Okay, Sagittarius energy. Hello. Okay. So yeah, this is definitely validation, confirmation, and reassurance that this transit, this full moon and Sagittarius is just all about how, you know, being in a place, right? It's all about time and a place, being in a place that is going to benefit you, okay? Being with people that are going to benefit you, being in a job that's going to benefit you, okay? So if you're not happy where you are, who you're with, where you work, now's the time to change that, okay? It's about being happy. It's about finding your optimism, and it's about being kinder to yourself, loving yourself enough to remove yourself from situations that are stressful, and instead putting yourself in situations that are peaceful, okay? That's what Sagittarius energy is. It's chasing that optimism. It's wanting to be happy and allowing yourself to be happy. So do what makes you happy, okay? Do what makes you smile, and all will be right in your world. All will be okay with you. We have full moon in Leo. Don't let pride get in your way, okay? Now, there is a bit of caution that comes with Sagittarius energy, as does with all fire signs. So there is a caution here, right? There's a little clause in this whole ordeal here, this whole message. not to be too rash, and not, right, don't let your pride get in your way. So being careful to, you know, not to run people over, you know, in the process of trying to get where you're trying to go. You know, you want to still be respectful, you want to still be responsible, and you want to still be professional. So you have to remember not to be confrontational. Don't, you know, don't allow yourself to be too impulsive, to make snappy decisions, or to be too hasty. Make sure you look before you leap, okay? Think before you make a decision. Think before you speak. By God, think before you speak during this time as well, okay? Because there is a lot of energy, as is with all fire signs, to just be super impulsive and to just do the first thing that comes into your head, right? But this energy isn't about doing the first thing that comes into your head. It's about doing what makes you happy. So make sure that you take a minute to really process what is going to make you happy, not just in the moment, right? Because fire energy is really in the moment. So it's not just about being in that moment, but it's about long-term happiness and long-term goals. As this is transitioning into Capricorn, right? We're thinking that a lot of this probably has to do with some sort of work environment or career orientation. So focusing that energy on that path as a long-term path, and understanding how this energy could suit you, could help you in a long-term benefit, okay? And then for your last card, we have pleasure. Ooh, pleasure. Okay, this is absolutely perfect. I could not pick a better card for Sagittarius energy, because Sagittarius is all about the pleasure, okay? All about the pleasure. So this month, you're going to want to do what brings you pleasure. You're going to want to wear what brings you pleasure. You're going to want to be somewhere that brings you pleasure, be with people that bring you pleasure. This is about exploring your sensuality as well, your sexuality. You know, pleasure points that way in a physical sense. It's about pleasure of the mind in a mental sense, right? Mental stimulation with philosophy, learning, schools of thought, and also pleasure in an emotional sense, right? What's going to tickle your fancy emotionally? You know, what is your love language, and how can you surround yourself with people that speak that same language, people who are going to help lift you up, and surrounding yourself with like-minded, positive-minded individuals, okay? So pleasure, it has a wide pair view, and Sagittarius energy is all about doing what brings it pleasure. It wants to feel pleasure, it loves to feel pleasure, and it loves to also bring pleasure. So it's not about just pleasure of the self, but how you can implement that same energy and how you can bring pleasure to those around you and to the environment around you as well, okay? Whew. All right, you guys. So that is our card, our collective reading for the energies surrounding this full moon in Sagittarius transitioning into Capricorn. So let's go ahead. We're going to get into our charm casting now. So keep watching, you guys. That's what we're doing now. All right, boos and ghouls and witchy souls, and welcome to your collective charm cast. So we have our charm board here. We're going to go ahead, throw some charms onto the board to get a little bit more clarification and identification of the energies that are surrounding all of us as a collective during this full moon in Sagittarius transitioning into Capricorn. So let's go ahead, let's grab some charms and get into it, you guys. Okay. Okay, so just give me a second to sort some things out. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Okay. All right, you guys. I'm not missing anything, right? No? Okay, cool. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about this, you guys. There's definitely a lot happening at the top and not too much happening at the bottom. This is telling me there's a lot more happening with you than there is with those around you, okay? I'm seeing here that you guys are wanting to expand your career. For a lot of you guys, where you work, or perhaps this could be either where you work, the career that you're in now, or the major that you're studying in school now, you're starting to discover that you don't agree with perhaps their methods, you don't agree with the teachings, you don't agree with a lot of the work that you're doing, okay? Maybe you don't agree with the ethics, the morals, or just the overall industry, or perhaps how the management team is running the department that you're in, but I'm seeing that there is just a conflict of interest that's happening here, where you just don't agree with your work or your career or your major. Whatever the reason is, you're having a hard time just agreeing with it, and that's why you need to leave, or that's why you have a feeling of wanting to leave, wanting to do something new, because it no longer agrees with you, and you want to do something that you are more passionate with, something that you agree with, something that makes sense to you. That's definitely something that I see coming through here. Again, there's a need to find balance in your work ethic. I feel that your work is taking way too much time from you, and it's taking away too much life out of you. Like, you guys go to work and then you come home and you just feel so exhausted, and you find that like on your days off you don't really have time for yourself or time to have fun or do something interesting, that it's, you find that you're just absolved by work. You're too, you know, absorbed in your work. It's absorbing all of your energy. It's just you find that it's too demanding, and it's just taking up way too much of your time and energy. And you want a career that's going to be more balanced, that's going to allow you to not only have time for your work and to have passion for the work that you're doing, but to also have time for yourself and time for your loved ones as well. I see that as something that's important here. There just needs to be a healthier balance between work and life relationships, okay? Because I am seeing too, potentially a lot of you guys are having a hard time in your love life because of your job. That's causing conflict in your love life right now. That is something that I see happening here as well. And also with money, I feel that you guys are perhaps, maybe you want more money, or perhaps money is, maybe you're not worried about money at all. For some of you guys, yeah, that's going to be different, because there's a bit of an in-between that's happening here. For some of you guys, there is a lot about work relations, wanting a new job, and then I get it. Okay, so you guys don't care about the money. It's not about financial fulfillment. It's about wanting emotional fulfillment from your job, from your career, okay? So perhaps some of you guys were in a job, a career, or studying some sort of major in the hopes of being financially secure, and now you're realizing that it's not about the money. You're really unhappy, and you would much rather have emotional security and emotional fulfillment than financial security and financial fulfillment. Okay, so that's the message that's coming through here for some of you. And then I'm also seeing that this is going to be a transitional period, a transition point. You guys got potion, which is interesting because you also had the elixir card, which again is double alchemical energy. So you guys are definitely transforming something in your life. This could also be a way of thinking, a mode of philosophy, or school of thought. I am also seeing that there is creativity energy that's coming through here as well, with the way that you talk to people, the way that you speak with people. Perhaps needing a more creative way of communicating. For some of you guys, maybe this could be writing a letter, right? Maybe to putting in your 2 weeks or something like that, or asking for a transfer or something. You know, this could be some kind of written knowledge that's coming to you in the form of some sort of letter, or writing a letter. Again, this could be resumes, updating your resume. This could be letters of recommendations as well. But I am seeing that there's some written form, some artistic written form that's coming through that's going to help you in a transitional period. I am also seeing here that there is completion energy as well. Again, there's more Leo energy, more artistic energy that's coming in here. So I'm seeing for a lot of you guys, you're wanting to experiment artistically. Maybe a lot of you guys have some sort of artistic talent that you feel could perhaps bring in some sort of financial income as well as emotional fulfillment. Okay, so that is something that's coming through here as well. I'm also seeing that there's you guys are changing your finances are shifting. Your finances are changing because your job and career are changing and shifting. Now, it's unclear whether or not we see this as a positive or negative shift. All that is coming through is that there is a shift. Perhaps some of you, it's going to be more positive, and perhaps for others, it could be a negative shift. Again, though, we saw that you didn't really care too much about the monetary experiences because for you, it's more about the emotional experience of the career that you're working in. We see that there is a need for you to listen to your mind. Okay, listen to your mind, what your brain wants. So again, this is philosophical endeavors. This is religious, a religious thought as well. So perhaps where you were working, it just wasn't corresponding with your religious beliefs, with your philosophical beliefs, your morals, your values, your ethics. And that's why you have to leave. We're seeing that it's important that you do listen to your mind in this aspect. We're seeing spirituality is playing a role here as well. And we're also seeing that you are protected. As a matter of fact, we do see your finances are protected. And we see that there is perhaps, again, more symbolism of travel that's going to be happening as well in the process of you trying to find new work. So this could be working from home as well for some of you guys. That could definitely be an indication of that. But we see that you are doing something that's going to you're being essentially divinely protected, because the reason you are having this shift is because of some kind of spiritual or religious conflict. So your guides, your spirit guides, your religious guides are going to help you during this transition because they agree with this transition as a positive benefit for your life. So they're going to help you achieve new prosperity and abundance. Okay, I am seeing that there's also, there's new ideas of new dreams coming true. Yeah, so I see that there's definitely a lot of positive energy, a lot of success that's coming through with this as well. I see also be careful what you wish for, because some of you guys, right, this could be a double-edged sword. So with gains comes losses. So just pay attention to that. Understand that with transitional periods such as this one, yes, you will be receiving some kind of abundance, prosperity, financial gain, or emotional fulfillment, but there is also going to be some kind of loss that's going to come with this transition. So understand that as well. The loss is going to be different for everyone, but I'm sure the loss is going to be worth it, and you're going to know the risks before you take the leap. That's something that's coming through here. Again, we have more protection energy coming through as well. So I see someone is going to be helping you during this time. This could be, again, your spiritual team. I see is very on board with this decision. Perhaps family and friends are going to be more understanding of this decision as well, and they're going to be there to help catch you should you fall, or to help you in any way that you need it. I see that they are definitely going to be there to carry you through this challenging time. Even though for you, it's not really going to feel like a challenging time, it's going to feel more like an adventure. And I think that's really beautiful too, because you have this more optimistic spirit about everything, where you're like, oh, I'm on this adventure, I'm here for the ride. This, beautiful transition that I'm going through is going to lead me to such a prosperous and abundant state. And I just can't wait. I'm so excited to get to the finish line. So I see that there is definitely a lot of optimism surrounding this. I see that you are taking a leap of faith. You are pulling the trigger. This is something that you have been perhaps thinking about for a long time. And all in all, the most important thing is we have the corset closest to the center, which is telling me that this is the focal point of this energetic full moon in Sagittarius. So the focal point of this energy is the corset, which is restraint. So it's about feeling those restraints and then releasing them, right? Because the corset, it's about taking it off, right? You feel when you're wearing it, you feel like you can't breathe. You feel restrained. It's almost this kind of anxious, stressful situation that you're in. And then you take it off and it's a sense of freedom, taking in that fresh air. And just feeling like all is good again, all's okay again, like you're free again. And that's really the energy that we get here. You're just trying to find your sense of freedom again because you feel like you've lost it. You've lost sight of who you are. You've lost sight of your passions, your desires, and you've lost sight of your future. And you're trying to regain all of that again. And you're trying to really fight for your freedom during this time, okay? All right, everyone. Wow, what a nice, lovely, fantastic reading that for the collective, for the full moon in Sagittarius transitioning into Capricorn. Okay, that concludes our session, you guys. I really hope that this reading resonates with you. If it did, please comment down below and let me know, you guys. If you enjoyed this reading, give it a big thumbs up. Oh, excuse me, give it a big thumbs up as well, okay? Also, please do subscribe to the channel, you guys. Consider subscribing if you haven't already subscribed, and hit that post bell notification button so you stay updated and you do not miss out when I post new spooktacular videos just like this one every week, you guys, okay? Also, share this video with your friends, family, and loved ones that you feel can benefit from the loving, inspirational, and motivational messages that we continue to get here on this channel. Let's continue to grow this beautiful, flourishing, spooky family that we have here, and let's continue to reach all those trick-or-treaters who haven't even discovered this channel yet. It has been such an absolute pleasure, guys. Thank you so much for clicking on this video, for taking the time out of your day to watch this message and to allow it to help you in a most positive and beneficial way. Alright, you guys, so thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really hope that you have a beautiful rest of your month, and I hope that you can utilize the energies and the messages that we got here today for your greatest benefit and for your highest good, okay? As always, until the next one, I will see you guys later. Keep it creepy, okay? Bye, you guys.